Okay, so first I wanted to show you how to get to the FRQ, which I think you already knew how to do because based on the question that you'd asked, but I'm just going to check and make sure. So let me kind of show you where I went. I just kind of clicked there and didn't even think about it. So I'm going to go to Modules, and then I'm going to go to this unit. Now all the information in the module that we need, we're actually going to go up one. We need to be in this one, is on these links right here. So when you click on the links, it takes you to a page that looks like this. And then when you click Open Course Introduction in a new window, that's when you get to here. Now the FRQs are already kind of towards the very end of the module, so it's usually going to be in the second to last or the last page. So I went to the second to last, it's not here. And now I went here. And I just, look what I did. I just went to the wrong one. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to check the second to last again. Nope. Okay, the last page. So here's the FRQ, and I think you already knew how to get here because you were asking me about these questions. But these are the numbers that they give you, and then with these numbers, you've got to solve the information. And I'm going to add to this a video I made showing you kind of how to solve the problems and how I knew what numbers I needed to use when I solved the problems. Okay, I wanted to show you how to do that first part of the first FRQ. I'll add to this video in the beginning a section that shows you how to get to the FRQ, but I got the feeling you already knew how to do that part. So the first question says it wants the current annual global increase in volume. Okay, so let me get a pen here. Okay. Let me make it a little thicker. That's kind of hard to read. So the volume part is key here because that tells us kind of what unit we're going to want at the end. Okay, so we're going to want meters cubed at the end. Okay, so that kind of helps us decide how we can kind of line up our numbers to get that. So let me write down the numbers that they've given us. They've given us 2.5 times 10 to the 11 meters squared, and they've said that's the total area of the corals. And then they've given us 3 millimeters per year, and that's the growth rate. And then they say that 2 times 10 to the 3 kilograms per meters 3 is the density. Okay, so in this one we need to know, okay, what numbers do we need? We need meters cubed, we know that, and we also know it's annual increase, so that's like per year. So that tells me we're going to need the area and we're going to need the growth rate. And that way we'll be able to use, we'll be able to get per year with units on the growth rate, and we'll be able to take our area and multiply it by the growth rate and get our volume. So let me get a different color here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, or the first thing I like to do, some people like to do it all at once, but I like to do it separately because I feel like I make less mistakes, is I need to convert millimeters per year to meters per year. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 millimeters per year, and there's 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. And when this FRQ was written, you weren't allowed to use the calculator on the exam, but you are now. So we can actually, just put in a calculator and get. Okay, so now we've got meters per year, and we can use that with the volume to get what we need, or with the area, sorry. So now we can find the volume. Okay, so I'm going to take 2.5 times 10 to the 11 meters squared, and I'm going to multiply that by 0.0. Oh, there's another 0 in here. There we go. Meters per year, and that'll give us meters cubed per year, which is, what we want. Okay. So if I multiply these together, I'm going to get 7.5 times 10 to the 8th. And that's going to be my my area. Okay. Now it wants the global increase in mass. Okay, and so to get the global increase in mass, we are going to, let me go to the next page. So what did we want? We wanted the global increase in mass. Write that down. Okay, so when I see mass, that tells me I'm going to want to use that one number that they gave me that has mass in it, and that's the density. So it's 2 times 10 to the 3 kilograms per meters cubed, and that's the density. They called it the average density. And I'm also going to want that number that I just got, which was 7.5 times 10 to the 8th, and that was the area, or the volume, sorry. And the reason I know I want this one, this was meters cubed per year, because, oh, and they also said this global increase in mass, they want the annual. Okay, so that gives me my 2 units. Okay, so I know I want mass because this kilograms right here is a mass. So that'll give me that unit right there. And then I know I want this one area per year because it says annual. And the way I know that I don't want the other measurement they gave us, remember they gave us 3 millimeters per year too, so that could have been used, except this density right here is in meters cubed right here, so we're going to need to get rid of that somehow. And this one also has meters cubed as a unit. So those two will cross out when we use them, where this one does not. This one we would have like kilograms, meters per year, which doesn't really make any sense. So now let's try and put this math together for this one. Okay, so now we've got 2 times 10 to the 3 kilograms per meters cubed, and we're going to multiply that by 7.5 times 10 to the 8th meters cubed per year. These meters cubes will cross out. These meters cubes will cross out. And let me get my calculator to see what we'll get. So this number is actually 2,000. Just because I'm using the calculator on my phone. I wouldn't recommend that for you, but it's just what I've got with me today. And we'll get 1.5 times 10 to the 10 to the 12, and our units will be kilograms per year. Okay. Now, the next part, I'm going to let you do that yourself just so you can kind of try that one out yourself, and then you can check the answer on that video that I showed you earlier. But anyway, this is how you find the numbers that you need. And again, I'll add to the beginning a video that shows you where to get those numbers.